Hey guys, just wanted to show you this. My hair's getting a little crazy. Share your hair pictures in the group. I hope you've seen those memes. They're hilarious. Welcome to Monday. We're outside, but it's not sunny, so I have the RD hoodie on. My brother Patrick gave me props on the new era. Oh my gosh, Cher is the first one to come on. Hi. Hey, Mean Gene. Patrick gave me props for the hoodie. We got a quick workout today, and I have the watch on, so I'm not going long. 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest for 4 moves. Then 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest for the same exercises the second time through. So the thunder and the lightning round. I know thunder comes after lightning, but what are you going to do? Hey, Mean Gene. So let's get started, and we'll get into a little bit of the specifics. This is cool because it's a body weight workout. So you don't need a mini band. If you have one, cool. If you have Valslides, cool. We'll add them to the mountain climber. But if you don't got nothing, this is a great workout to do just when you're short on time and short on equipment. We have breathing on your back first. So I'm not going to demonstrate that. You guys know the different breathing drills. Again, remember, the goal is to get the rib cage and the diaphragm. The goal is to manipulate those two variables. So when we're on our back holding our knees, diaphragm and pelvic floor are pretty close together. If you put the feet on the floor, pelvic floor comes away from the diaphragm a little bit. Coach Jenna likes arms over the head, so that would bring the diaphragm away from the pelvic floor. You can go knees up, hands up, and then our rib cage is away from our pelvic floor. So then it just changes the feeling of the breath. The goal is just to find the best breathing position that feels good for you. And the more breathing positions you can feel good in, the better. Oh, glad you're well too, Caroline. Thank you. I've been reading all the comments on the True Coach this morning. I appreciate everybody's feedback on that. We are going to have those done very shortly. Tactical frog with the T-spine rotation is next. Hands and knees. Knees go slightly wide, like 80% wide, down to the hips, slide back, or down to the elbows, and then slide back in the hips. So you can see my hips are below my knees. From there, we're going to take one hand, reach across. We're going to push down with one hand and rotate towards the sky on the other side. Deep breath in. Look first. Push second. And the reason the hips are below the knees is if we're here, we're just more likely to get rotation from the lower back. It's not dangerous or risky, but we want as much of that actual rotation to come from the upper back portion, so our T-spine. So down here, pushing, you could do it here. Have fun. Bridge with mini band next. So correlating with our squat for today, which is the mini band squat. Band's going to go just below the knees. And then what we want to do is we want to go slow through the range of motion and make sure that you're driving the knees out the whole time. So feet are about squat width apart. We're going to drive the knees out first and then slowly push the ground down as you bridge up. Keep breaking the band as you bring your hips back to the floor. So if you have a sandbag, go for it. If you have a mace, you want to hold the mace exactly like you would if you were standing. So heavy part, palm is up. The handle part, hand is down, and then you can hold it like this. You could do some chopping with it. It's pretty fun if you've never tried it before, but the goal is drive the knees out, slowly push the floor down, keep spreading the band as you come back down. We're going to focus on that in our mini band squat. Mountain climber next. So again, just tying some things together. One of the things we put in last week's workout that I just really liked, that mountain climber to eccentric push-up. So we're going to break it apart this week. So mountain climber, we're here. Let's find that belt buckle up, rib cage down feeling first, right? And then slide one leg back, hover, and then go. So go as fast or as slow as you'd like, but make sure that you can keep the core feeling. So when we go into the eccentric push-up, we're going to focus on that when we get there. Half kneel march. One knee up, one knee down. We can tap, switch, and tap. I guess my neighbors are cheering for me. I don't know what's happening. I didn't tell you guys last week when I was doing my carry workout on Friday, I finished a few rounds and I turn around and my neighbor's just standing at the edge of her driveway just staring at me, probably because she thinks I'm infected because I'm obviously doing something crazy outside. Last but not least, your lateral marching cross crawl. And you have to make the smile. Excellent. So, your stations, we have your mountain climber. So again, only do as many reps as you can really keep the core engaged. If you feel like you're starting to lose it or you don't feel the same like tension in the abdominals, then stop, right? So you're gonna go 2 minutes on, 1 minute off for the first round, meaning 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest. Make sure you're keeping the core feeling during the mountain climber. Mini band squat, two little variations for you. So, now we're going to find that same squat stance. I'm going to go here. We're going to drive the band out as we squat down, and then come up slow and make sure we're still spreading the band. So go slow on the first, maybe on the first round, go a little bit slow. The goal with this is to get a little bit of pep on the movement, but again, making sure that we're driving the knees out. So this is the progression I use for jumping. The thing that people do wrong when they jump is when they land, the knees cave in. So this band is going to give us feedback so that we understand when we land or we squat down, we know how to drive the knees out and then come up fast. So in the beginning, if you're newer to this move, slow on the way down, slow on the way up. Make sure you're spreading the band the whole time. If you want to get a little bit more complicated, I would go slow on the way down, fast on the way up. And just make sure that you don't feel the band winning. You're trying to win against the band the whole time. That's your mini band squat. Eccentric push-up to rock. So as a demonstration from last week, if you didn't see it, now that we challenge the core with the mountain climber, the eccentric push-up to rock, we're going to find that core feeling. We're going to pull down into the depth of a push-up that we can control. When we feel like we're just about to lose it, we're going to drop the knees. So we're here. Let's say I'm going to lose the lower back position, right? So I'm here. I'm going to pull down into that push-up. When I feel like I'm going to lose it, I'm going to drop the knees, rock back, come back up to the top. And try to be as smooth and controlled as you can be. So I've seen people do it like this sometimes. And they're like frightened, you know, and that's one of the things with the push-up is it's freaky. You're facing the ground. Coach Violet says, trust your elbows. Sometimes the elbows feel like they're just going to give out, so you get freaked out. So right before you feel that freak out's going to happen, slow and controlled, drop the knees, push back into the hips, and come back up to the top. Last but not least, we have your lateral shuffle. So just kind of silly stuff, right? If you're in a room, go side to side, like Cynthia Bailey, she posted a video of her gym in the basement. The width of that would be perfect, and all she has to do, tap the wall or tap the floor and shuffle side to side. So 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest for the first round. What's up, Marina? 1 minute of work and 30 seconds of rest for the second round, so a little faster. And then if you want to get a little finisher in there, jump rope, marching cross crawl, back lunges. If you have some weights or bells, let's get some swings. Let's get some. What we didn't have in this, we didn't have any lateral, or we didn't have any lunging. So you could do a lunge, maybe a mace flip. We could do like a monster walk forwards, some other core stuff. So that's about 10 minutes. Ooh. I hope you're all well. I hope your hair looks decent. I don't know. I might have to cut it myself. We'll see what happens. It's been a pleasure speaking to you all. Thank you for all the comments and all the feedback, guys. We're excited. We're in week 2 of being out of the gym, but we have so much more coming your way. So look forward to that, all right? Talk to you soon.